So my name is Jessie Smoliak, and I have been a teacher at ECS for the last 17 years. And alongside, as my volunteer, I also love to coach the senior girls basketball team, and I have also been coaching them since day one. My love obviously is for sports, but then my passion is also working with young female athletes, and I think that's why I've continued to work with these athletes for a long period of time. I started here at ECS in 2009 in the spring, and right away within the summer I was trying to reach out and meet as many young females who would want to learn and be on a team and have that exposure to a different level of basketball rather than just stay in high school. So I also started club as well. After that, I started reaching out to more of the community with young females from grades 3 to 9 at that time, and we started our own basketball camp with Queens of the Court. And we've been doing that the last 4 years, and it's just grown over the past 4 years with how many young females are participating in basketball. And I can't give myself all the credit because there's this other great coaches who've also started clubs, such as Dustin Wilson, and he's done a really great job with the Grizzlies program, which has just helped along the way of motivate and get kids involved. But it's so nice to see that we also have young female athletes involved in the community. I love working with teenagers. They are such wonderful young people who just do so much, and I feel sometimes they're looked at like they've done things negatively, but there's so many positive things and characteristics that come out of these young adults, and it's just really neat working with them and seeing what they can offer to the game, but also to our world. And I think that's one of my biggest things is I really want to shape and guide them into being better people in our world. Volunteerism is a really big thing that I want to promote and that I want kids to see, because there's so much good, and giving back is just one of those things that you should do to build a community. I'm originally from Fillmore, Saskatchewan, and as you know, a small town, you have to volunteer in order to make it a community. And I think I learned this a lot from my father and from my mom, but my dad did a lot of volunteerism, and my pink tournament that we host every year is actually in his tribute, because he was always a man who just loved to give back to the community and just make sure that it's just a better place in general. And we're giving back to those in need as well. And I think with our pink tournament, fundraising for the people in our community who are battling with cancer, and it doesn't just have to be female. We've helped a lot of males along the way too. But promoting that tournament within high school basketball, and for my athletes, my young athletes, to see what it means to give back and help others is just something that I really wanted to instill in them at such a young age. So I really hope that in the future they'll come back and they'll be coaches and give back their time, or that they will get onto a committee where they can volunteer and know that they're doing better for others because they're making their community but also themselves better too. It's not just through basketball. I also try to get my phys ed students also involved, and they're also male and female, but having my phys ed classes also understand what volunteering is and giving back, it just hits a lot of different places in the community that I'm so proud of. It's really neat when I go to an event in the community and I get to see their faces, and it's just like, this is awesome. This is exactly what I want you to be doing with your community and giving back to be better people. It would have to be my last year of coaching. I think I just saw it coming with working with these girls for so long. I had 10 grade 9s dedicate themselves to me and know what kind of program that I run, and that they have to put so much time and energy into the program in order to make it successful. And to watch them grow over these past 4 years, I've just been so proud of them. Because it's not just seeing these women go out to be better leaders in our world, but it's those who've come back and have become nurses and doctors and chiropractors and teachers. I think that's what I'm so proud of, is that they're just really great people. So these grade 9s who've been working with me for the last 4 years, they have put in so much time on their own, and their parents are to thank too, because they know what it takes to play at this kind of level. And then for us to compete and kind of be the underdogs, and then to come out on top with regionals, and then compete at provincials, but then to get our blue sportsmanship banner, and to end my career as senior girls coach for the last 17 years is just what I've been really proud of. But the people who they've become and who I feel I've helped shape in a small way, even though their parents do the majority of it, and then for them to come back home and see me and make that time to come back and keep that relationship or involve me in their lives with, weddings, or they've had their own children and they want me to meet their children, or just coming back and giving me updates of how they're doing, whether it's at university or in their job. It's just that full circle of connections. So I'm also really proud of the girls I've coached in the past, and then they come back and they have been my assistants. And there's been a number of girls who've gone through my program who just understand the program and what I wanted out of it, and they believe in it. And so it's really cool to have them sit on the bench next to me and then also give their support and want to make these young female athletes better people. I want them to empower other women as well, and I want them to feel like they have a voice, and that it's not just done by wanting, but by doing. And I think by them showing as leaders of what they can do says more than just what they say, but it's their actions. So you can say all that you want to do, but until you actually put it into play, that's what I want for these young females to actually do. I want them to have confidence. Confidence is such a big thing, especially with females, that if they can believe it, that they can actually do it. I'm really proud because this is our second sportsmanship banner. And so we made it to Hoopla in 2018 and actually received a silver banner, which is so impressive and so amazing. But I think it's just, like I had said, it's how I'm ending it. And our 5A competition is so competitive, but by getting that sportsmanship banner, I think it just means even more than a medal. So I'm really proud of what I have accomplished, and especially all the girls who've come into the program, and maybe they weren't able to graduate with me, but yet they still experienced a team and working with one another and being able to give back. Like, we've attended other tournaments where we've helped out in their community, so we had some downtime in between tournaments and we were able to go and work at their food bank, but it was just a way that they could see they could help others in other communities rather than just our own, right? So that's another thing that's really, I feel, is good to be a role model for these young female athletes.